You guys have settled into a pretty good three-man rotation at Mike and Will. What do you like about that situation?
Well, I just like it that, we're all capable of playing. And, I just like it because everybody brings great things to the table. And, being able to stay fresh and being able to trust that guy in there, when he subs you in and you come out. But it just, it's good to know that we are able to stay fresh in that rotation. It's just the way it is because I know there's not a lot of schools who are able to do that,
James, when you guys watch the film and you see that 4th and 2 play and know, if you make that stop, then you win the game, basically. What's the analysis like when you're going back over that? I mean, is it technique? Is it the broader picture when you get?
Well, it's just understanding your whole defense and not leaving anything unsaid and just knowing all the checks and things like that. And it's more of a mental thing. Mentally preparing for the game well for any situation. One play can cause the game, as you can see. So it's just knowing everything you need to know and then just going from there.
You got maybe off to a little bit of a slow start this year. In the last month and a half or so, what have you done to take the steps you have?
Well, it's just been preparing well, preparing better, I should say. My coaches are telling me that, in the beginning of the season I wasn't doing, what I'm capable of doing. And, I really took that in consideration and really thought about what I did differently, last year, what motivated me, what got me going. And it's just just don't lose that hunger, keep going and, go do everything you do, watch film, get with the guys, talk over, stuff that you don't think is right. And it's just being, active, not passive.
That you talked about the rotation a little bit before, but Desmond is kind of the catalyst there because he plays both spots. What has he been able to do to show that he can take on that responsibility?
Desmond, he's been very reliable for me and Joe. We're able to ask him anything, because Joe, playing primary to Mike and me playing primary to Will, Desmond playing both spots. He basically got the answer for both positions, and he's just really reliable. And when times get tough and you don't really know what the situation is, you can always look to the left or right of you and ask Des, what we got on this one. And he'll be right there to tell you exactly what we need.
You had to cover Funchess at times in practice, and if so, what makes it tough?
I've covered Funchess a few times in practice, basically every Thursday when we go 2-minute drill. But he's a very good mismatch, and it's just tough to carry him. You be too physical on him, he slip by you, or you be too passive on you, he give you something. It's just real tough. He's very talented, and that makes us better being able to practice against someone of his caliber. And I feel like we're getting better at it, and he's making us better as players.
What about Joe Holden? What do you like about him?
Joe, he just gets after it every day, and he hates making mistakes, and you can tell that he's really trying, and he's really putting forth effort to get be as good as he can be, and that's something we all do. We want to be as good as we can be, but you can see it right away through him. He goes 100 miles an hour all the time, and he's in his playbook all the time, asking coaches questions, and just trying to get a true understanding of everything he needs to know in order to play as fast as he can.
You guys have held every single opponent this year under their season rushing average. How much pride do you take in that part of the game, and especially the three linebackers?
At linebacker, that's a big job. Is keeping them from running the ball. If they don't run the ball, they're one-dimensional, and then our secondary was pretty talented, can get an interception or something like that, or defensive linemen get sacked. So it's a lot of pride. Coach Madison is instilling us, to shut that down. And especially earlier when I wasn't doing my job as well as I could do. He made sure that I had to make all the corrections I needed in order to be successful.